Money FM 89.3. Best of Friday Night Live. Friday Night Fibbing.
All right, welcome back to Friday Night Fibbing. This week, it's my turn against Neil and against you. So far, I believe that our score is evened out, 10 out of 10. And I've been doing fairly well trying to keep up with Neil after his phenomenal streak at the start of this year.
We literally just got the message from James, FNF.
Yes.
Latest score, Neil 10. Dan 10.
Fantastic.
Bring it on.
It's going up 11-10 in favor of Dan. Ooh, that's not bad, huh?
Sounds quite good. Not bad, not bad.
Okay.
Very, very good, Dan.
All right, Neil, let's get right into it. Okay, so here is my story.
I'm not even going to look at you.
Now, this is going to be in light of the Friday night the 13th, okay? So I have been thinking long and hard of a story that would get you, and this is what I came up with. So, you know, I was in the military about like maybe 8 years back or something, right?
You did NS.
Yeah, did NS, yeah.
Nobody says they were in the military, they did NS.
I'm just trying to be posh here, okay?
Military means you're doing it as a full-time gig.
Okay, all right. Military NS, you get the idea.
Action man over here.
Don't interrupt me.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so basically, during my time in NS, I was part of the officer cadet. I was enrolled into the officer cadet school.
Now that part has to be true. You can't make up that stuff.
That is true, okay?
Yes.
And then there was one of this exercises, what we would call it, where we would have to travel all the way to Brunei. And we were supposed to find our way around and survive in the jungle for 9 days with a finite amount of food. I think 3 days worth of food, whereas we're in the jungle for 9 days. So we got to split up, how much we eat. We got to navigate our way through the jungle from each checkpoint to another. We got to complete certain tasks. And eventually, on the 9th day, if we find our way out alive, we receive a badge. So, for the first 6 days, we needed to navigate through the jungle and to find the checkpoints. And mind you, Brunei's jungle is huge. And it is, if you think Singapore's weather is humid, this is worse, like 10 times worse. It went to the extent where it was even hard to breathe at times. So we were, tasked to work in teams. I had about six of my teammates with me. I think we were grouped together in like groups of 7. So obviously we all had our backpacks, and we had like some map to just navigate around. And we had a compass as well, to kind of lead our way around. And there's this little device. I wouldn't call it a GPS per se, but basically what it does is that it kind of tracks where we've walked to, but it doesn't tell us where exactly we are.
Okay.
So it kind of follows us, like let's say you're walking straight. It will kind of like pencil down where you've walked to. Okay, but it wouldn't tell you where exactly you are.
Okay.
So there's this thing about the forest or the jungle, and it is, I don't really consider it a myth, but it is a saying, and I think it's quite famous among the NS guys as well, where you shouldn't ever curse the forest.
Okay.
Because the forest hears the things, right? Also they say. So, we reached the point, I think on the 3rd day, where we were so tired and exhausted, lack of food, lack of water. We were just thinking to ourselves, we're never going to get this right. And then one of my friends just started going at it. He lost his mind, and he just went on and on and on, just
about
spitting
what?
all kinds of
These horror stories.
Insults to the forest or the jungle that we're at.
Messing around.
So he messed around, right? He was just frustrated. He was just, venting his anger. And after which, for the next 6 hours, when we look back at the little GPS that I told you about,
Yeah.
it turns out we were circling round and round and round. And it was until the next day where we decided to take a break and just, calm ourselves. It was then we realized, okay, the forest was listening indeed, and we had to be nice to them, right? So we were not trying to, be disrespectful to the place and all. And eventually we found our way out. So we survived the 3 days navigating.
Well, what I can say, even if that story is fibbing, it's nonsense. And if it's true, it's still nonsense,
Yeah, okay.
right?
Yeah.
Superstitious nonsense. Right,
Okay,
this
but
is the
yeah.
one time I'm going to play my Angmo get out of jail free card.
Okay, go.
I never did national service,
Yes.
as Singaporean men frequently like to tell me. So I genuinely need the help of the nation
Yeah.
on this one, especially folks out there who have done NS. I need to know if he's telling this nonsense
Yeah.
about Brunei and all that first. Is that all true?
Okay.
WhatsApp 88550893.
Yep.
First things first.
Okay.
Which part of your NS was this? How old were you at this time?
I think I was about 19, 18.
So you've
thereabouts.
been doing your NS for 6 months, a
So
year?
I've been doing it for, so I had to go through BNT first,
Of
right?
course.
That's 2 months. And then this exercise happened about 6 months into the cadet school. So I think I was in about close to 10 months.
Right?
Yeah.
And
8 months. Yeah.
And where
8 to
did
10
you
months.
hear about this spectacular myth of the forest?
So it's a saying, you know how in NS,
Yeah, of
right?
course.
You've got a lot of time to yourself, right? And then rumors just spread around about things you should and shouldn't do. And one of which was this, the myth or the superstition that you shouldn't be cussing around in the forest when you're trying to navigate your way around. So that was it, yeah.
So you're saying you got lost, the forest made you go round in circles.
Yeah. So
Could that be the curse of the forest, or could it just be you're with 6 of the blurriest NS people known to man?
Hey, to be fair, we were one of the best navigators, you know.
Well, clearly not.
Yeah. Not until we started insulting, okay? But yeah. Wait until you try NS. I'd like to see you try that, Neil.
Oh,
Okay.
there it comes. The fallback for anybody if they want to tech on me. No, you never do NS, huh? You
Yeah,
never
exactly.
do NS,
Look at him running his mouth here, huh?
I'm not running my mouth. I'm just saying.
You think it's easy, huh?
I don't think it's easy. I just think, you've just got 6 blur guys running around in circles.
We aced it, man. We aced
Hang on,
it in
make your mind
Singapore.
up. You said you didn't ace it. You went around in circles.
No,
So-
we aced the prior exercises that we had to do. That was in Singapore, and we
right,
did it.
So let's just break this down.
yeah.
You're saying I'm mocking you, but for me to not mock you, I
Okay.
have to seriously believe that these
Yeah.
6 GI Joes
Yeah.
who are masterful navigators in Tekong or wherever you were based, Wade, suddenly go to Brunei
Yeah.
and act like you're 3 blind mice who just go round and round in circles because one blur friend decides to curse the forest. This is what you're seriously expecting me to believe.
So, for my friend who hasn't been through military or NS, all right?
Yes?
When you go to different terrains, when you go to different jungles, right?
Yes, yes.
There are different ways around it. And obviously
But you have to, that's the whole point of being in the military. In the end,
Correct.
you can't choose the terrain you have. You go
Correct.
wherever you're sent, wherever your platoon is sent. You have
Exactly.
navigational tools, you have
Exactly.
compasses, you have GPS,
Yes.
all of which they never had 50 years ago.
Oh, did I mention that we had lack of food and water as
You
well?
did
So it was
mention
hard
that.
to think as
Okay.
compared to our previous exercises where we
So
were properly
again, I return
supplied.
to my point.
Yeah.
Are you blaming it on your lack of experience, the lack of knowledge, the lack of hunger, or are you seriously blaming it on the Pontianak
Okay.
of Brunei?
I would say that there are a lot of factors in play here.
Okay.
Okay. But I wouldn't rule out any of them, but I do take into consideration the fact that we were, having lack of food, everyone
Yes.
was frustrated. And at the same time, we were just losing our minds a little bit. And to be fair, we weren't the only ones that suffered the same rapid forest.
But they didn't curse the forest,
Okay.
did they?
They did.
So hang on, you're taking turns, is it, to curse the forest?
No, it's like everyone, like, I think there were like several groups of 7 who just like slowly released into the jungle and just navigate around. And all of them had the same experience.
James.
Not as bad as us, but,
Okay.
to each his own.
I need help from NS folks,
Yep.
past, present, and even future. Give me some help here on this story. Right, James says, ask him, Neil, did you get your badge?
Yes, I did.
And this is what, a navigation badge? What
Yeah.
is it called?
This is called the Jungle Confidence Course.
He also says, Neil, it seems a little questionable. I'm with you on this one, James.
Yep,
When he
yep.
first opened his mouth, I thought, false.
That's why I said
Fujiren,
Friday Night Friday
now again,
special.
it's the opposite. Fujiren, Neil, it's true. Every SG guy will have gotten lost during their NS
Look.
navigation exercise.
And you blame me for my incompetence.
But
Excuse
no,
me.
I know this is true. I even
Yeah.
tell a funny story about this in one of my books because
Okay.
when I was going through Dairy Farm one time, it's in my book,
Yeah.
this story, Fujiren will know, I actually came across some guys
Yeah.
doing a navigation exercise.
Okay.
And I asked them, which was the way to, and I can't remember where I was going, but
Okay.
which was the way to, and the irony of all ironies, the guys doing the navigation exercise sent me the wrong way.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if they were just trying to trick the young more or what, but they
I mean,
sent
for
me
the
the wrong
guys
way.
there, I mean, it's tough because the number of days, you start to lose track of time when you're in the jungle, right? And then like eventually you will lose sense of your direction as well.
No, but you see, this is the point. Fucireni has a good point. He says, everyone has done this and got lost.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Okay.
If you'd have told me you just got lost, I believe that. I'm on a good streak, he says.
Yeah.
I got the last two correct.
Yep.
But now remember, it has to be true or false.
Of course,
you can't have half and half.
No.
You are telling me
100%
that
true.
this guy, you know, taken the forest and the forest taking you back, taking its revenge by sending you on a wild goose chase.
Well,
that's the part you're saying is either true or false.
Yeah, it's true. But here's the thing, right? I'm telling you, it might have all been a coincidence, but we choose, at least between my friends and I choose to believe that
James
there might have been
asks,
a part to play.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you got how did you get your badge, says James, if you went around in circles?
Well, eventually we found a way out. We had to, we had 3 days, 6 days to navigate through different checkpoints. And when we calmed ourselves down, we eventually, came to our senses and could find the route back again because we were lucky enough to bump into a couple of our comrades as well.
Oh, wow. I've got another question from someone who says, what did he use to start a fire? Right, and that's from CE. And CE has sent us a photograph of all the Money FM radio hosts and has circled us and said we are the best DJs and podcasters at Money FM.
You're so sweet.
Very sweet.
Thank you.
Right, now to answer his question, what did...
Funny how we're like separated so far
I know,
from each
I've
other.
never seen this before. We're a long way apart.
You obviously haven't been to our webpage, have you?
Yeah. Come on, answer his question.
Oh, yeah, what's the question?
What did you use to start a fire?
I think we had like, what was it again?
Is this acting or you genuinely can't remember?
I genuinely can't remember. But I think, so we had this point after the navigation exercise where we had to spend 2 to 3 days building like this little hut. We call it an A-frame. And basically it needs to be sheltered with the leaves and it needs to build with all these long like branches, right? And we had to build like a little fire.
Well, he's saying he should have used his flint and his pocket knife.
Yes, that's what it was. So we had to use like that little flint to kind of chop out some of the little bits and pieces to ignite the fire.
I want to get an answer quickly from our listeners, particularly guys who've done NS or previously done S or going to do NS. Quickly, is it true or lie? Just send me that one-word answer. True or lie? Need it right now. WhatsApp 88550893 because I'm completely torn on this. True or lie? There's a part of me that thinks it could be 100% true.
It's true.
But then I also think it's the kind of thing he's double bluffing me.
Just remember, not a lot of people have gone through, the Jungle Confidence course, of course. And everyone has different experiences, Some may go to Thailand, some may go to Taiwan, But for me, I went to, Brunei.
Okay.
Had a good experience
I don't know.
I had a lot of fun. I lost like 10 or 20 kg.
Right, final answer. I'm going to say I think it's true, I think it's true, I think it's true, and therefore I think it's true, so I'm going to say Friday Night Fibbing.
Okay.
Friday Night Fibbing.
All right.
Friday Night Fibbing.
Okay, we're running out of time, so I'm going to have to tell the answer. Okay, so this week, I told you that I was stuck in the forest with my friends, having to navigate through the jungle of Brunei, and we got lost for 6 hours after one of my friends foolishly decided to insult the jungle.
It's probably true, actually.
This week on Friday Night Fibbing, I am indeed telling the truth.
No!
Yes!
No!
I like this story a lot. I was just thinking to myself, why didn't I talk about this earlier? Because it was so ambiguous. It was right in the middle. It could have been a coincidence. I didn't entirely buy into the story of me getting lost because my friend cursed, but I thought it would be a good way to trick you.
I don't care.
11:10!
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.